For you cats and kittens, chicks and chickens, we're here to blitz the static. It's Jubilee. Men, like the man with the big fat choppers told you a few early brights ago, tonight is Jubilee's first anniversary. And so we sunk the ladle way, way down in the potent punch bowl and come up with some of the most juicy tidbits of the year. And here to dabble his digits over the Websters and introduce the righteous performers as they fall off their clouds and enter this cosmo is your master of ceremonies, easy to get, and you can have him, Ernie Whitman.
Thank you. Men, seeing how this is a birthday party for the Gut Bucket Boogie Woogie and the Blues, I want you to know I'm wearing a candle behind both ears. The one on my left ear stands for the first 52 weeks of the barrel house, and the other one denotes 52 more weeks of the solidest jive we can sink our tusk into. And here to begin the beginning at the front end of the starting point is the granddaddy of them all, Duke Ellington. Proceed, Duke.
Good 5 miles more, then with a smack goes my pack on the floor. Come on, doggies, don't get soggy, help in yourself. Hey, put Starfoot 4 miles more, after this tramp is a camp cotton store. Come on, doggies, don't get soggy, help in yourself. The sun grins with glee, and I start to shrink. I can't grin like he. Everything but the kitchen sink. Hey, put Starfoot 3 miles more. Where in the heck is this mechanized for? Come on, doggies, don't get sore. Get help in yourself.
Some time back, when a lot of guys listening were still back home, we dug a few cats who gave out with an arrangement of Blues in the Night that we think is really detached from this hemisphere. So without wasting the Websters, I want you to dig a Jubilee birthday special by the Lou Mel Morgan Trio.
My mama done told me when I was a neat fan. My mama done told me, son, a woman will sweet talk you and give you the go by, and turn right around and slap you in the eye. A woman with 2 faces, the worrisome thing, will leave it as saying, gobble, 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 gobble. My mama done told me when I was in East Bend. My mama done told me, son, stay away from a woman, cause I know what she'll do. Woo, woo, woo. A woman with 2 faces, the worrisome thing, will leave you to sing, gobble, 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 gobble. Now the rain is falling. Hear the train a calling. My mama told me. I hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the temple. My mama told me. A-hooey, hooey, a-hooey, hooey. I got the blues in the night. The evening breeze will start the trees to cry, and the moon will hide its light. Hold 'em tight. Or when you get the blues, you get them. Mostly in the night. Right. All right now. Take my word, have you ever heard the mockingbird sing a song? All day long. Ding dong, ping pong, King Kong, Hong Kong, sarong, rebong, mahjong. Look at him now.
Hey, from Memphis to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe.
Wherever the full wind blow. I've been in some big towns and heard a lot of full winds, but that's the saddest full winds I've ever heard. A woman's a two-faced to the world some thing. We'll leave it as saying. Now the rain is falling. Hear the train jive all that stuff that's on it.
My mama told me.
You hear that long song? What's up, blowing up off that stuff? Get away from now.
My mama told me. A-hoo-wee-hoo-wee. A-hoo-wee-hoo-wee. I got the blues in the night. Hoo-wee.
One of our favorites on Jubilee was a young man with a wee whisper of a voice. Armstrong with the front handle of Lewis. Yes, men, it's the Satch himself, taking us for a ride in our little pewter scooters up that lazy, lazy river. Proceed to move, Lewis.
Where the old mill runs, up the lazy river where the noonday sun is lingering in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream of me, dream a dream of me. Up the lazy river where the robin song, two bright lights as we stroll along. Blue skies up above, the one I love, up the lazy river, how happy we will be, Mama. Oh, ba-bit-did, ba-da-da-da-did-did, ba-bam, ba-da-da-da-did, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-did-did-did, ba-ba-da-da-da-did, ba-da-da-da-da-did. Up the lazy river where the robin song is. Up the lazy river, oh you river, you dog river, river. Look out that little Russell beat out on the piano. You dark river. Ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-dee. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-dee. River.
Men, the poet who wrote that a woman is only a rag, a bone, and a hank of hair was definitely off the beam. Because standing here is a woman who is a help, a chick, and a hunk of pulchritude. It's our favorite of all favorites, the lovely Lena Horne.
Are you latched on, fellas? Solid. Every honeybee sighs with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. And when we're passing by, flowers droop and sigh. And I know the reason why. You much sweeter, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. I don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasted lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your confection, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. Every honeybee sighs with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh, and I know the reason why. You're my sweetheart, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar, you just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. Gee, it's sweet when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your confection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose.
And now, men, we have with us tonight a very fine baritone. Would you like to say a few words? Go right ahead, sir.
My mama done told me the jive on Jubilee. My mama done told me booze. The stuff is more classy. It vibrates your chassis. And when the sweet music's done, you'll be on the Reed Street. The pleat in your seat will please the elite on old Jubilee.
Men, do you know that Jubilee spelled backwards means Ela Booze? And you know that Ela Booze spelled backwards means Jubilee? Sit down tonight and drop a line to Ela Booze. Special service, Los Angeles, USA. I thank you. And for your information, the gentleman who sang the above limp largo was none other than the poor man's Paul Robeson. Eduardo, Rochester, and the Sono. Would you like to do another course, Eduardo?
Oh, come now.
Along about fall time last year, there came a man to Jubilee with his orchestra, a couple of trunks of bedded down cadenzas, and a line of cello that would wilt the fuzz off a peach. We figured we just couldn't have a celebration without at least a pint out of his personal gut bucket. The song we've chosen is Don't Get Around Much Anymore. And the very fine baton wielder is Calloway with the cab handle. Proceed, cab.
Miss the Saturday night jam. Heard they crowded the floor. Mighty lonesome without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. Oh, Miss Hats were asking me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Now but nevertheless, why bring up memories? Been invited on dates. I could go, but what for? Everything is different without you. Oh, baby, don't get around much anymore.
band that's sweeping the nation, and a song that's doing likewise, is Pistol Packing Mama has rifled at you from... Men, when you think of St. Louis, what do you think of? Right? Blues. And when you think of the St. Louis blues, who do you think of? Right again, Ethel Waters. It's that queen of swing herself doing that queen of all blues, St. Louis Blues.
I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down. 'Cause my sweet man done left me in this town. Feeling tomorrow like I feel today. Feeling tomorrow like I feel today. I'm packing my grip and making my getaway. Why that St. Louis woman that wears them diamond rings led my man around by her apron string. If it wasn't for her powder and for her starboard hair, the man I love wouldn't have gone nowhere, nowhere. Got the St. Louis blues, and I'm blue as I can be. My man's got a heart like a rock cast in the sea. Or else he wouldn't have gone so far from me. But when you see me leaving pin crepe on your door, won't be dead, just ain't coming back no more. Got railroad blues, railroad fare, feel like riding and a jet's nowhere. Even getting me a train 15 coaches long. When you look for Waters, I'll be gone. The train I ride is marked Santa Fe. Carry me back down yonder to Tennessee, to my dear old mama and dad, bestest pals I ever had. So long, 'cause I'm on my way.
Next, we have 4 potent sets of pipes with a very, very slender cheek. The foodie foursome is none other than the Mills brothers. And their very, very slender chick is that old paper doll they've been cutting out since I was knee-high to a hippopotamus. Boys, please pass the scissors and snip me a snip.
I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own. A doll that other fellows cannot steal. And then the flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle-minded real live girl.
I guess I had $1 million or more. I guess I played that old game over and over. I just quarreled with Sue, and that's why I'm blue. She's gone away and left me just like all dolls do. I'll tell you boys, it's tough to be alone, and it's tough to love a doll that's not your own. I'm through with all of them, I'll never fall again. Say boy, what you gonna do? I'm going to buy a paper doll that I can call my own. A doll that other fellows cannot steal. And then the flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a big gold-minded real live girl.
One early bright not so very long ago, the one and only lunchman with the prefix Jimmy gathered himself and his boys around the hot horn hall and made with an arrangement of yesterday's that we think is worthy of a prominent place in our birthday blue book. And so with Freddie Webster blowing his upper lip into a phase daze, here it is, Proceed J. The knob has been nibbled off the tweed cadenza. The bodacious bumps have been worn smooth as a pickled herring. We hope that Jubilee's birthday has brought you a couple of fine kicks. Let's see if Rochester has a word to add to the limp largo.
Yes, I have, Ernie. Men, do you know that Whitman spelled backwards means nah-wit? Well, you haven't lived so long. Nah-wit?
Bye-bye, Retzicor. It was nice having you on the Ile Bouge. Meantime, this is I Can Be Had Ernie Whitman beating up his big choppers for all the gang who kicked the cadenzas on your birthday ball tonight. Plant you now and dig you next week. So long and good luck.
You've been floating on the groovy gravy.